fun just to climb into an AMX, probably because it's more than just another supercar. It kind of represents a whole new way of life, not just for the owner, but the company that builds it as well. You see, in the past year, American Motors has thrown itself lock, stock, and differential into the world of racing and performance cars, and they've done surprisingly well. When they first introduced this car at Daytona Speedway, we wondered just how far their company policy would bend in this direction. Well, happily we can say they've gone all the way. And with this little swinger, plus the Javelin, it looks like blue sky for American. In an era when the jet set dominates the highway scene and supercars are the popular mode of transportation for the in-crowd, American Motors has pounded out a one-way ticket to Jollyland with the AMX. Undoubtedly, some swingers must have crept into the upper echelon of AMC because until a couple of years ago, the red bricks on Plymouth Road echoed only of economy cars, compacts, and trite little cliches like the only race we want to win is the human race. And now it's socket to me time with two backbone twisters in a row, the Javelin and the AMX. And with them, they brought a tidal wave of enthusiasm to the main office, happiness to the dealers, customers in the showroom, and cars on the road. From the taillights to the grille, the car has a clean, honest look. And in the time that we had it, it drew more oohs and ahs than a Playboy bunny on Saturday night. Part of the great handling capabilities were due to these Goodyear wide-oval E70 14 tires mounted on a pretty jazzy set of spokes. Our tester came from Dick Teague in the styling department and was a prototype. This is the 8-fisted V that breathed fire into the AMX with 390 cubic inches of wallop and 315 horses at 4,600 RPMs. That's not bad for openers. But our little missile had the special optional headers, a compression ratio of 10.2 to 1, 425 foot-pounds of torque, and on top of all this, a 4-barrel atomizer. This made it a real asphalt eater. Up all 8 holes and left the line, we had 30 miles an hour in 2.7 seconds. We didn't have to coax it off the line. That zinger under the hood handled our little 3,000-pound bomb with no trouble at all. We nailed 45 in 4.1. By this time, those wide ovals were hot. We pushed a pretty good 0 to 60 run in 6.3 seconds. Our best quarter-mile run for the day was 14.5, with quite a bit of wheel spin. Now, watch this little sweetheart snake through the pylons. Handling is the name of the game for this AMX. Our driver was able to run through the cones at 50 miles an hour and stated that she felt strong and solid all the way. Rebound and recovery, as you can see, were excellent. This 97-inch wheelbase is a full 12 inches shorter than the Javelin. Through the pylons, lateral support was pretty good. The bucket seats were not the soft, loungy type. However, they did give good back support and ample legroom for even the tallest drivers. With no seat in the rear, it gives quite a bit of room for luggage and boxes and things like that. However, you might have a little trouble with your Irish Wolfhound. All the gauges were round and would have been much easier to read had they not been recessed so deeply in the foam rubber dash. It was for this reason that we had some difficulty reading the tachometer during hard, fast cornering, as well as during the acceleration runs. In these high-performance go-for-broke supercars, we've often wondered why some manufacturers insist on hiding important gauges, such as the tach. Disc brakes up front with 10-inch drums in the rear. We worked it out on the braking course for about an hour. Pedal fade was at a minimum. From 30 miles an hour, we stopped in 37 feet. Stopping was fast, with very little sway, if any. From 45, it took 55 feet. It's a very comforting feeling to know that the binders are there, especially in high-speed cornering. From 60 miles an hour, we ground out a good straight-line stop in 134 feet. Well, the car features other goodies like a flow-through ventilation system, air conditioning, tilt steering wheel, rear bumper guards, engine block heater, heavy-duty engine cooling system, and a Performance Go package consisting of a heavy-duty suspension setup. Ours, by the way, was standard. Also, power disc brakes and a quick ratio manual steering assembly. Truly, the AMX is a blueprint for fun. It's the kind of a car that lets you blow off the cobwebs of a humdrum workaday world and packs a whole garage full of zest and sparkle into your daily transportation. It's docile enough for your favorite girl to take on shopping trips. But underneath breathes the fire of a checkered flag grabber. So ring the bell, Kazimoto. American Motors has a winner.